just gank this guy. There you go. Let's see. What's up, the Flying V42? Like anyone needed another reason to hate Algus. Yeah, I know. I know. He's an easy target. You know, it's like, you know, Sephiroth gets progressively cooler. He gets progressively more hateable.
What redeeming quality does Algus have?
None.
Like,
he doesn't have
because we
any.
talked about Gafgarian, and we're like, yeah, he's a complete fucking dick.
Right. Well, you know, he's just a character that is designed
to be hateable, to be hated.
Yeah, to be hated, but also to deepen the complexity of the character, the other characters. He's a flat character that makes all the other characters more round.
He's an asshole foil.
There he is. He's an asshole foil.
Yeah.
That sounds painful.
You know, actually, why don't we talk about the mirror that Algus is Ramza, as he could have been if he would have stuck with being a Balu.
Yeah, definitely. You know,
I mean, they even look the same.
They do. That's a little racist, but yeah, they do.
It's not my fault, white people. You know?
Yeah, so that is interesting. We didn't talk about that earlier.
We didn't think about it.
Yeah, we didn't think about it.
Algus is Ramza if
he had stayed on this noble path. And actually, you know, the only reason that Ramza isn't on that path, arguably, is because he knows Delita. You know, Delita makes him have more sympathy for the common man because he's exposed to the common man more. You know, Dice Darg and Zaldog, you know, they didn't grow up in the same situation that Ramza did, and look how they are. You know, they're evil bastards. Yeah, so yeah.
One becomes a zombie.
Right.
I don't know if the metaphor can get stronger. God, Delita's always coming in to steal my kills. He's not even going to do it personally.
Well, that's not always Delita's style.
No.
Again, he's a pragmatist. If
a rock's gonna do
it, it's gonna do it. You know, whether you're up close and personal with the cinder block, or you know, with a little pebble from across the map. For some reason did 10 damage, which is a fourth of his life. It's the high ground, bro.
It is the high ground. The moral high ground.
Ooh. Oh, right. Yeah. So this is a distinction that needs to be made. That Matt brings up. He says, "Who is Ramza?" He means Snicklefritz, right? Snicklefritz, move.
Snicklefritz, move.
Sorry, Matt. That's our bad. And Haas too. Haas made the same mistake. He needs to be sensitive of Snicklefritz and the etymology of Snicklefritz.
I want to learn,
nerd. Accumulate, bro. Get it.
I'm a nerd for learning.
Okay, now we can make it. Well, no, it's not quite time yet. Ooh. Oh, wait. Go back to Ramza and give him JP up. Well, actually, no. He doesn't have the.
He doesn't have it yet. I don't think Stanley needs to learn anything. Julia.
Let's see what's up with Skeeter.
Oh yeah.
Accumulate. There she goes.
Oh, Skeeter. Oh, I love you.
Bill, why? What is that? How do you even do that?
What's Bill doing? Is he doing Japanese emotes?
Yeah, a little,
Is he being a weeaboo?
Yeah.
I implore you all to look up a video on YouTube called Proof I'm Not a Weeaboo. It's good.
I like that there has to be a proof that one is not a weeboo. How long is that video? That's our first episode.
It's like 15 minutes long, and the paradox being, if you have to prove you're not a weeboo, you're probably a weeboo.
Right. I'm not a weeboo, guys.
I'm gonna get an oak staff in case we get any Majas on the board.
Oh, dude, get a broadsword so we can make Ramza at
Dude.
night now that he has accumulate. Oh, you already got it. I'm sure you did.
I got 3.
just to fucking prove
Just
it.
to prove it.
Just to have 3. It hugs. Habba hugs, everyone. Oh, Bill.
Bill, give me
Made out of candy, Bill. Made out of candy.
You're my candy man.
All right, so we have 13 We have 13 viewers. It says, maybe.
It's not the
But
worst
we have
thing.
like 5 people talking. So lurkers, we want to hear from you. I don't know who you are, and I want to know who you are. Orimoto, it looks like something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. What's up, Orimoto? Good to have you. Lurker.
Lurkers.
Hey, there's no shame in being a lurker. So
There's not.
Not everybody needs to be
Some
the loquacious
people-
type.
Some people like being lurkers.
Yeah. Don't hate.
I'm not.
Oh, the Sweegie Woods.
Who's the lurker in this game?
Who's the lurker?
Who is the lurker?
Draclow.
Yep, it is Draclow.
It's Draclow, definitely.
He's always looking around corners at people.
being a shyster. Like
Yeah.
he's a lurker in all of the bad ways, none of the positives. He's not
Yeah.
supporting anything.
But yeah, because
He's getting
usually
Zodiac
you can
stones.
say like lurker. Well, at least he's cunning, you know. He knows how to get what he wants. Draclow is just kind of.
He's creepy. He's clergy.
I didn't want to say it, but
I'll say it.
now he's clergy, and there are a lot of chibi-looking boys around in this game. A nice
Fetch me
smooth,
my wine.
nice smooth noseless boys
Right.
in this game.
Oh boy.
Oh, but
Have him gank this guy. He shoots the lightning balls, and they do damage.
they do damage, but you see, I don't want to get everyone in the front, so I get ganked. You know.
Well, that's why you have to have your chemist.
My
Handy little chemist. Accumulate.
Oh, this is Margot.
Margot! You are not Skeeter.
Margot the Margonian. So yeah, let's move the battle over here. Oh god, nobody else throws stone around here?
Nope. And even if they did, you're not gonna get much done.
See now,
with those stone.
Ramza, I mean, Snigglefritz.
Snigglefritz is gonna accumulate now. Boom. Good job, Snickle. See, and he got 14 JP just for doing that.
I want you to watch this.
Hold up, Defying V says, I would have said Mustadio was the lurker. That ponytail alone.
Ooh,
Skater.
that is not a bad call. That ponytail is nefarious. That ponytail has ill intent.
Yeah. And those chaps that he wears. He wears chaps. Like, come on. You always have to be suspicious.
At some point, you could say, "Well, chaps are pragmatic for a minor," but really,
Yeah, I would think not, actually.
not that practical.
Ouch. Well, he's dead next turn, so that's good.
He's gonna get clicked on. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I think Thunder Soul is the one that has Drain as well. Oh,
Is he
nope.
alive with 1 health? 11. Okay.
Dat ponytail. That's.
What about Ram's ponytail going on in this first round?
Alright, so everybody has a ponytail in this game at this point. So, for you guys who are on Twitter,
Dude.
let's do hashtag Dat Twitter with
Dat Twitter?
Oh, sorry, Dat Ponytail. Hashtag Dat Ponytail. And
Does this dude
I
have-
think we can get a trend
this
going.
this
Dat
guy
Ponytail.
this guy has counters, so I'm not gonna touch him. I'm going to run away.
The Nefarious Ponytail. It's a good book title.
The Nefarious Ponytail sounds like a messed up children's book. Like, it doesn't sound like Hylit to me.
Yeah, well, it could be like a murder mystery / Harlequin romance. Oh, is it happening? No. Yeah, that's happening. No counter. That's good. Is Julia about to bust this guy's dome
she's
open?
accumulated, is what she's done.
Skeeter. There we go.
Skeeter D! Hey, don't you touch Ramza. I mean, Snickle Fritz.
Yeah, Lena was ahead of me on that one. She said it'd be bad chicklet.
Bad chicklet. The Nefarious Ponytail.
Nefarious Ponytail in the nighttime or something.
The Nefarious Ponytail and the ass that wouldn't quit.
Jeez.
You don't like it?
No, I mean, I think it's apropos.
Apropos. Is it nuance?
Do you even have to ask? If you have to ask, Julia has accumulated. Man.
So, we're about 2 hours, 5 minutes in.
Yeah, that's nice.
Do you want to close it off and do a cap on what we love about this game, like we did with Metal Gear?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Well, let's keep the gameplay going.
I'm gonna keep the gameplay going.
Give something for the kids, you know. Let the kids watch. So, one of the things that, well, that's an awful way to start this conversation off. There are too many things to love in this game. You know, it's seriously. I mean, I'm not going to call it perfect because it's not. I think when we were talking about this game a long time ago, you said that every game kind of does this, where there's this evil god who shows up and, you know, wants to kill people, and, you know, there's the bad government and the bad clergy and the bad this and that. You know, it doesn't matter what it is, you know, Shinra Core or the church in this.
Yeah.
You know, it's
or
Tales
Genova later, or
right,
Altanesia, or Moon Baby God.
Moon Baby God. You got some Garland coming down, you know. All these things, you know, we've seen it all before.
Yeah.
There's not much that can be said. But the presentation of this game is awesome.
Yeah.
The gameplay is awesome. Arguably, the characters in this game that you know, that are in the focalization and actually are characters, you know, they are fleshed out. They're really complex. They have, you know, they all have different desires and they all have different motives and all of these things. And that's not really something that you get in the other games.
Yeah. It's beautiful in how Machiavellian it is with you know, talking about how the characters interact with each other, what are their motivations. And just like, I think we said it best talking about Machiavellian literature, Game of Thrones. This is the Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones.
Right.
Well, actually, Game of Thrones is coming out in the 90s. We're talking like the same time here. And it's hard to find an outright evil character in this game. You got like Olgus and Draclau are like outright evil, right?
Yeah.
You could even argue that Dicedarg and Zalbak are not completely evil. Certainly Delita's not, Gafgarian's not.
Well, I don't know. There's evil. They have evil tinting. Like they're not. They're not at the core evil. Like I'm just gonna kill as many people as I can just because I want to do that because that's, you know,
the masochistic kind of
right. You know,
Final
it's
Fantasy
not
thing
Kuja. It's not Sephiroth. It's not Kafka. You know, everybody is painted gray in this, for the most part, and it's just the 50 Shades, I suppose.
The 50 Shades.
It's the 50 Shades.
If there's one thing we want to say about Final Fantasy Tactics,
it's all about 50 Shades.
Very much like 50 Shades of Grey.
It's alarmingly like 50 Shades of Grey. No, I guess that's Final Fantasy. I mean, that's Tactics Ogre. Much more.
You start with me.
Yeah. Okay. I will. Let's see. Time for a fact check.
Oh, we're fact checking.
Is that?
We're talking
Somebody,
about the 90s.
Matt's saying he's saying the same thing I said at the beginning. I feel smart now. I actually don't know what you're referring to, Matt. Is it Game of? Oh yeah, Yeah. So you brought up Game of Thrones because of Matt, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, there we go. I was confused for a second. Yeah. So I mean, like this one is definitely the most complex, and I mean, obviously, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It becomes a question of, is it just muddled? Is it incomplete? No. Yeah, I certainly think
it's completely not. And playing this as a kid and maybe not picking up on some of the nuance and stuff like that, it's still a great story. You're still compelled to move on. You want to reach that next class. You want to see what happens in the next chapter. The pacing is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It's well paced.
Yeah, and that's because they're
have
writing
to talk about the difficulty curve.
They're writing it by a level by level basis, which is why that pacing is just so nice. Yeah.
So one thing that I can't believe we've overlooked is the way that difficulty changes throughout this entire game. In the beginning. In the beginning, this game is actually pretty. Let's not say easy, but it's definitely not hard.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a challenge in the strictest sense of the word because, you are trying to get...
Ooh, that's a dead
That's bad. That's not good.
We got Phoenix Downs.
You're trying to get your bearings, you're trying to learn how to play the game, and, environments kind of... You have an indirect environment lesson, I think that the first... mission that's like a mission proper. There's like that inside and the outside, and you're kind of invading a room, so it can't be too difficult in the beginning because you're still trying to get used to the variables. But right around the second act.
Do we see the number on Skeeter? 2. She has 2.
Yeah.
She has plenty of time.
Now, in the second act, like the big temporal shift after Teta's death, you get some pretty difficult boss battles.
Yeah.
Or some fights, like the fake execution scene, the one where Gafgarian and Ramza or Snicklefritz are behind the wall and you have to get out because Gafgarian will seriously fuck you.
Yeah.
I mean, he tears your face off.
Yeah, well, he's got Nightblade or whatever that leeches your health.
Yeah, and his reach is anywhere you go. Like, you cannot escape him. You have to get down, basically.
He is inevitable.
Right, I mean, like, it's a rough battle. But then you get Orlando.
Thunder God Sid.
You get Orlando, and it's game over. You've won. And it's
game over in the good way for you.
And then it becomes just like, what side things am I gonna do, and how am I gonna have fun with this game until the end because it's easy now.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Let's see, what are they saying? Tactics is easily the best FF in Waso Sirius's opinion, and it's a tough battle between this and 9. I think that 9 has a comparable amount of complexity. I'm not going to say it's more or less. It's comparable.
What just happened? I tried using a Phoenix Down and
I don't know. Did you use it on a log or something?
Did you use it on a blank square? Maybe.
That's not good. We say we're wrapping up, Bill, but we'll probably be on here for a little bit while longer. I mean, it happened last time. Let's see. Spin-off of the series. Yeah, Haas brings up that it is a spin-off of the series because it's kind of, this weird thing, a little bit more than half Tactics Ogre and a little bit Final Fantasy. So yeah, it is a spin-off, but like technically. But who cares? I mean, this game is awesome. Let's see, Hannibal. Yeah, nobody can stop Hannibal. We all know this. It's Mads Mikkelsen. God damn it. Get her. Get Skeeter. Skeeter! There we go. She's up.
Back from the grave.
She's gonna die right now.
We just got to reset that timer.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Julia's back, and let's get that crystal, get full health, yeah?
Get it. Yeah, I think this game is aged really, really well. That's nice. That was fabulous. You know, like this game, when you look at the PS1 PlayStations, I think that this game's this game graphically, I think, aged the most gracefully. 7, definitely not so much. I actually
7.
I think I'm in the minority of people who I actually love Final Fantasy VII's graphics. I don't know why. Maybe that's that nostalgic bit. But I mean, like, Final Fantasy VIII's aesthetic, I'm not a huge fan of, but I acknowledge that the graphics are good. There's a big step up from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy IX is much like this, I think, where it's all just style, really putting the graphics somewhat on the back burner in terms of 3D modeling or whatnot.
Yeah.
But 9 easily has the richest world. Like, every single frame of that is just beautiful.
The pre-rendered
details,
backgrounds are really
all the shops,
nice.
all the little knickknacks that you see that don't have to be there. They're just doing it to make it awesome, make it feel like it's real. Let's see what are these people saying? Oh, so Matt's gonna download this on the iPad.
Yeah, he is.
Get it? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know why I had to reiterate that, but yeah, Haas, FF9 looks amazing.
Fantastic.
And I was saying yesterday that Final Fantasy X was the first game that seriously blew me away in terms of the graphics.
Yeah.
Those graphics are awesome. However, the aesthetic is stupid. It's dumb. Belts and...
You don't like belts?
No, I don't need the belts. No, the thing, I think Tidus or Meg Ryan or whatever you want to call him, I think that he has just the silliest little outfit. And Waka, I mean, he too has a very silly outfit. It's what is the point of this? Just a silly aesthetic.
At least it wasn't full anime yet.
Yeah.
Which we're talking about 13.
Friggin' 13. 13, man. It's... I don't even know what to say about it. That
13.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's sufficient.
And it's really awful that they made 13-2 and then 13-3.
Lightning Returns, bro.
Well, before Lightning Returns.
Oh, Jesus.
They actually,
I don't even.
They made 13-2, and then Lightning Returns.
God damn, man. It's ridiculous. It's a cash cow, and we are to blame to some extent. People keep buying it. It's like the whole, oh, these Marvel movies are so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, did you go see it? Well, yeah. Oh, okay.
I didn't.
No wonder. If there's enough people buying a shit product, I mean, they're not going to stop doing it. But that's the weird paradox. Final Fantasy, well, all the PlayStation Final Fantasies were commercial successes. I mean, they had commercials and all that stuff, and they all did very well. They sold a lot of units. I don't know. I guess it's just the transition from Squaresoft to SquareEnix. Yeah, we went there, bro. We went there. Let's see. Boys and Cars. That's right, Haas. Boys and Cars. Final Fantasy 15, Boys and Cars. Did you know that Wham did the soundtrack? Let's see. Hey, no, Bill. I'm not saying that they're inherently bad. I'm just saying that if Marvel movies, I'm saying that if somebody bitches about Marvel movies being crappy, but then they go and they spend money, on the year when they come out, it's like I'm giving them my money every time, and I'm just bitching more and more.
It's kind of a moot point. Like, Marvel movies aren't inherently bad; they just are bad. Like, I mean, they're just executed poorly, and they're not good movies. I mean, there's no reason why a Marvel movie can't be a good movie.
Right, no, yeah.
But...
Man, that's Flying V said. I always start to defend...
Oh my... I can't get past this Sweetie Woods.
They're just... It's woody.
Keep going and spinning my potions.
It's a crag. It's not even the woods. No, but Flying V is saying that... He always jumps to defend 13, but then he realizes that he's thinking about 12 and he doesn't say anything. That seems reasonable.
While I despise 12, it has redeeming qualities. It has a lot of redeeming qualities, actually. They just aren't able to pull it out of the mire.
We're right. It seems that everybody's problem is that there's something that just doesn't come together in the end. That, whatever. You can't really change that. But I think that there are a lot of Final Fantasies that, when you're pairing them up against each other, the pattern kind of comes down to like, okay, if these games are good on these fronts, like let's look at the end, and that's usually the way that I can, you can determine which one is better, because I think that I personally think that Final Fantasy VII's ending is not good.
Okay.
And that I think that Final Fantasy VII, people say that the story is so amazing and all this stuff, but I think that if you don't take into consideration all of the Final Fantasy VII, side things, all the appendices, it's like if you just look at the game and what you're presented with, and you take away the knowledge that you have from Advent Children, Dirge of Cerberus, whatever the other game, Crisis Core,
Nobody thinks Final Fantasy VII is good because they played Dirge.
Well, right, but I mean, if you don't have Crisis Core, you don't know shit about, the emotional, one of the emotional centers of Final Fantasy VII's narrative, which is the Zack thing. And Zack being the hero. You get it a little bit. You get it in that Medial thing, kind of. But I mean, aside from that, you can play that game 200 times and not have a sufficient understanding and all that stuff. And so, I mean, honestly, I think the ending is not that great. Final Fantasy VIII, not that great in terms of the ending.
It's emotional, at least.
But cool. But I want something a bit more than an emotional ending.
Well, I mean, we talked about before that creating emotion in a narrative is a craft. It's not just a coincidence. It doesn't just happen. Like, somebody wrote it that way to specifically evoke emotional response. I don't know, like, affect isn't shallow. Now, Final Fantasy IX, I think, has a pretty awesome ending, which is why it's one of the things that I usually think about when I'm talking and when I'm trying to rank these Final Fantasies. God damn it, Skeeter. That's not Skeeter.
Oh,
you don't call her Skeeter.
That's not Skeeter, right? Skeeter wouldn't miss. Let's see. What do you think about Advent Children? We got that question.
Advent Children's awful. It's really bad. There's not one good thing about Advent Children. The animation and the choreography of the fighting is like,
I don't even care. Like, the Sephiroth fight, I don't even care.
It's not about the Sephiroth fight. It's about the Tifa fight. That fight kicks ass.
The one in the church?
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, it's kind of like the Metal Gear Revengeance thing. It's like, it's all surface. It's all like, it's all flashy, and I fucking don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
like, I don't find it to be a very compelling story. I think it's a little silly.
I don't know.
I think the aesthetic is awful.
The story is awful, is the thing. I mean, but I was just talking about. I said there were no redeeming qualities, and I said at least it looks nice.
I don't even think it. I mean, like graphically, you can't deny it. Like it's. I mean, it's awesome. Like it's powerful in terms of the engine that's making the graphics work. But I mean, it seems like this, you know, Final Fantasy 15 Neo Japan city / post-apocalyptic kind of weird. I don't know. Like it just seems a little funky to me, and
it doesn't feel like Midgard anymore.
No, and you know, Cloud doesn't look like Cloud.
He looks like a pretty lady.
He looks like a pretty lady. I mean,
now given in the game, he needs to pass as a pretty lady,
right?
So
we all. If there's one thing you know about Cloud,
playing the game right,
yeah, he passes as a pretty lady. Yeah, I mean, it's just Final Fantasy Advent Children just really left it's really bad.
I mean, that was the beginning of the kind of awful extended universe.
Yeah, and
superfluous.
I would just prefer to have that already incomplete universe just be left incomplete than have these other things that, while they do add to the narrative, the experience is nauseating. Like it's no, I don't get any enjoyment out of that. So yeah, that sucks.
Who
is it better than the Spirits Within? Is Advent Children better? Well, we don't talk about Spirits Within. That's why Squaresoft doesn't exist. I mean,
that's a tough call.
I saw Final Fantasy Spirits Within in a theater with my dad, and I think we both kind of left, and he was like, we were just like, what the fuck?
He was like, son,
I hate you. Well, I think he could tell that I was very disappointed, like immediately. Because I mean, you know, he
because what the hell did that movie have to do with Final Fantasy?
Right,
we're talking about Advent Children.
God, come on. and you know, my dad, he would watch me, or not like sit down on the couch every time I played and watch, but you know, he was aware of Final Fantasy and all the different Final Fantasies that I played, so he was acutely aware that that was not a Final Fantasy. Yeah, and it's like, if my dad knows that that was not Final Fantasy, that says something. It's like, what the hell was that? Let's see. So Falling V says 97 minutes of blank screen would be better than Spirits Within. Let's not call that a great hurdle to get over. Yep, that we need to get Flying V on this show. He's quippy.
He's quipped. He's quipped. He's equipped.
Yeah, Vexy saw Advent Children with her parents. That sucks. They had to take your parents.
Advent Children. Or Spirits Within.
Spirits Within. My bad. Yeah. Batfleck voiced it. Jeez.
Did he?
Oh yeah, I guess so. And then yeah, I remember Steve Buscemi was in Spirits Within.
He was?
Yeah.
Was he the main chick?
Yeah. No, actually, one thing I will say about the Spirits Within is that I think they had this this bonus feature, because I remember my friend Kevin bought the Spirits Within DVD, which I couldn't believe, and I don't think we watched it, but he's like, dude, you need to see this special feature. I think there's like this video of all of the people in the Spirits Within doing the Thriller dance, and it's pretty funny.
That's the movie, everyone.
Yeah. Hey Haas, I know you have a lot of Final Fantasy memorabilia. Do you have the Spirits Within DVD or the Laserdisc? IMDb, bro. Don't wiki.
Oh, wiki. I'm cool with wiki.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with wiki. Yeah, Alec Baldwin. Yeah. Let's see, Vexy's dad didn't think that that the movie was half bad.
Ooh.
Oh man, Haas. I thought you might have it, but goddamn, son. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a very brave thing you did, admitting that you have it. Bill says, I only saw it once, and oh man, did I forget it.
Boy, oh boy, did I forget.
Well, that's good, Bill. Are you gonna die right now?
Nah, dog, Phoenix Downs.
Jesus.
You know damn well that the random battles in this game are harder than the actual fights.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, and these monk spinning fist guys.
It's these skeleton guys who really mess you up. IMO.
IMHO. Yeah, I know it's in your opinion, bro. Not the Blu-ray, at least. Yeah, at least there's that. Are there even Blu-rays of the Spirits Within? I can't imagine that there are.
I actually almost threw up.
If you have to spew in this cup. Oh wow, okay. How long was our last episode?
3 hours.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't feel bad then. Let's see, what is chat saying? Yeah, so What's So Serious says that
I changed my tune. I think I'm gonna die.
Well, if you die, we might have to call it out of shame.
Yeah, shame call.
So Wasso Sirius was responding to it, when you said that random battles are harder than everything else.
Yeah.
and he said, unless you're trying to steal the Marquis Masamune.
Dude! That Masamune.
Is there anything that we haven't said about the thematics and all that stuff? I think that we've in an extremely what did he come back to life?
He came back to like I'm dead.
Yeah, you're dead. All right, we're calling it, guys.
We're calling it.
We're humiliated.
Yeah, the undead have come back.
Actually, you know what? Well, no, it's okay. So I think that we've talked about the characters and the themes and the overall importance of this game within the canon. Even though it's not in the canon proper.
It's canon.
Yeah, I mean, I'll always consider this canon. This has really opened up the door for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And doing those games.
Which we're not playing soon.
Yeah, we're not playing them anytime soon. Yeah. If we can get a bigger audience quicker than we think we can, we'll do it. But, I mean, we kind of want to save the Final Fantasies for a time when we can have a really big discussion, because everybody loves these games, understandably.
Everybody loves them.
But yeah, I think that overall, even though we've indirectly addressed a lot of the things about this game that make this game great, in a roundabout way, we did it, and I think we did it to a fuller extent than we did Metal Gear.
Yeah.
That episode was interesting. It was a good learning process, I think.
It was.
Oh, let's see. What's going on down here? Can we please talk about the genius that is Mustadio? I have never heard somebody call Mustadio a genius.
That's provocative.
Well, it must be ironic. It's kind of... Well, no, Bill's not always very ironic. But maybe. Let's see. Alright.
I'm not always ironic. When I am, I'm Bill.
Boom. Bye.
This is the old Phoenix Down Ramza strategy. Yeah. Just bring him back, let him get one hit.
And face roll. Tackles are doing 20 damage? What the hell?
You get a little softer once you rubbed with Phoenix down a few times.
Apparently. Jeez. Alright, so Vexy's saying that we should play Chrono Trigger.
Oh!
Don't worry, I think that we would be... Well, we'll probably play Chrono Trigger before we play the Final Fantasies, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm all about Vexy's taste tonight.
Yeah.
She's killing it.
We'll probably have to do Suikoden 2.
Ton for Dawn.
We're gonna do Suikoden 2.
Yeah, but instead of being friends, we can be confidants.
Oh man, there we go.
Inside jokes. I can't, guys. I can't.
I know, Matt. We're doing things. I mean, it's in the future, but now that we know that you guys want to see the games that we want to review, that's helpful. So next week we're having a Halloween episode next week.
Yeah.
So we're not playing we're not gonna play a JRPG.
Yeah.
We're still kind of deciding what we want to do, but we know we're not going to do JRPG. We're going to have a scare, either a horror game or like a Halloween game, something like that.
Probably an indie horror title. Those are big right now.
Right.
And so we'll pair it with a beer. It obviously isn't going to be that in depth. It's going to be more of a let's play than an analysis.
Yeah. So I mean, tune in on next Thursday at 8 p.m. and we'll have some fun together. Let's see. Are there any last questions? Already there are some guesses as to what our Halloween game will be.
What is it?
Let's see. They're saying Mario RPG. Oh wait, no.
Oh, dude, we should play Mario RPG though. Not next week, but that's a good one. Right, yeah. Dude, that's a great game.
They're saying Silent Hill, Resident Evil,
These are good Tower. These are good guesses.
Yeah, so
I said indie though. Pay attention.
Yeah, come on, people. No, but we'll play a scary, spooky game.
Spooky.
We should start the night off by playing Slender Man.
Yeah, a little Slender. Have you ever played it?
Yeah. Remember the first time I played it was at your place? Your dark ass room.
Made you wear headphones.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe Slender. We'll just do it for the lulz.
This isn't starting to sound like I was forcing you to play a video game.
Right. Yeah. I put you in my dark room.
Made you wear headphones. Made you close your eyes.
We played well, no. Okay, I'm not gonna go that far. Silent Hill 2. Go for the dog ending. Let's see, Lone Survivor.
The dog ending.
Yeah, so we got 11th Hour. We got a lot of interesting ideas. It sounds like you guys will be tuning in, so that's good. Again, thanks a lot for showing up tonight. We had a really big turnout.
Yeah.
Really, really good chat. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot more fun doing this episode, and I had a blast doing the first one.
Yeah. It's just going to keep getting better.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that, pulling in the rich source material that is like the Final Fantasy universe, it's always going to be fun when we're talking about these games. But be sure to, if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter. I know that we kind of dropped the ball with shout-outs at the very beginning. But if you noticed, we had the ticker, the scroller that will in the future have our Twitter shout-outs.
Along with our vocal shout-outs.
Yeah, and I mean, we're going to do both. We're going to keep doing both. We don't want to snub anyone. And I know that we probably forgot somebody this time around in the Twitter shout-outs. But sorry, we'll try our best to stay on top of that. Let's see. Follow us on Twitter at beer_videogames. Retweet our stuff, and we have certain tweets that say if you retweet this, we'll shout you out.
Sure.
Just spread those along.
Spread the word.
Yeah, give us to your friends. For you guys who are seeing this for the first time retroactively on YouTube, we hope to have replays. You next time. Yeah.
Twitch channel replays.
Yeah, we have our that too, definitely. We have our Tumblr. We have,
for the hipster in you, we got a Tumblr if you don't like Twitter.
Let's see. In our Twitter bio, we have our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Watch our Metal Gear Solid episode if you haven't. Be sure to give us a like. that every little like helps, makes us more visible. Every subscriber helps, makes us more visible.
The more likes we get, the better chance we have to get David Gilmour on the show.
Right, yeah, because as we said week 1, we tried to get David Gilmour in here.
For the variety show.
For the variety show part, yeah. And he hasn't responded yet, but we're being persistent. So, maybe by the 5th episode, Gilmore's going to be here. So stay tuned for that if you're a big David Gilmour fan. Let's see. What are these guys saying on chat? Do we have a Pinterest? We have a Pinterest that, it's a collection of all of our favorite things.
Yeah.
Mason jars and
Final Fantasy discs in them.
Right, and then screen caps of our Tumblr. Just to be meta hipster. Let's see. No, they have a Twitter and a Tumblr and YouTube. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have a MySpace for the 30-year-old in us. No, we don't have a MySpace. We need a Pinterest for faux show.
Faux show.
We need a Pinterest. Now, I know that you guys have already talked about the games that you want to see
on Pinterest.
That's precious.
That's a nice tulip that we found from the brewery.
We know that you've already expressed interest in
whisper into the mic.
God damn it! Shut the fuck up. Expressed interest in the games you want to see. What would be helpful is to leave us a comment in the YouTube video. Tell us what you want to see in later episodes, but also, send us tweets. We have a pretty small group of followers, as you might think, or anticipate for a 2-week-old project, I suppose. So, if you tweet us, we'll tweet you back. Stay tuned. I guess this concludes episode 2. Thanks everybody for coming in. For you guys who stopped in for the first time, we hope that you had a good time. We certainly did, and we hope to see you next time. I guess that about says it all.
If not bigger and better things in the future, at least more things from us.
Right, yeah, if we're not improving, there will just be more mediocrity. Choose from the nice array of mediocrity.
All right, guys. So hopefully next week we'll see you.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yep. Keep your games good and your beer craft. Cheers, guys. Have a good night.